Daniel chapter 9, lesson 10. Notice the events of chapter 6 took place when Darius was king. In chapter 9, we are again moving in a normal time sequence of the events with Darius as king. Daniel 1:9. In the first year of Darius, the son of Ahasuerus, of the seed of the Medes, who was made king over the realm of Chaldeans. Chapters 7 and 8 were sort of a rewind to bring out two important visions that Daniel had during the reign of Belshazzar. Actually, he was co-reigning with his father Nabonidus. Daniel was reading Jeremiah 25:11 and 12, etc., and understood from the writing that Jerusalem would be desolate for 70 years. It was a period of punishment inflicted by God using various earthly kings to bring it about. Daniel 9:2. In the first year of his reign, I, Daniel, understood by the books the numbers of years about which the word of Yahweh came to Jeremiah the prophet, for the accomplishing of the desolations of Jerusalem, even 70 years. After discovering the truth, Daniel turned to the Lord in prayer. Daniel 9:3. I set my face to the Lord God to seek by prayer and petitions with fasting and sackcloth and ashes. It was mainly a prayer of confession for Daniel and his people Israel. Read Daniel's prayer, verses 4 through 19. Even as Daniel prayed, Daniel 9:20, while I was speaking and praying and confessing my sin and the sin of my people Israel, and presenting my supplication before Yahweh my God for the holy mountain of my God, Gabriel came to give Daniel more information regarding the vision. Daniel 9:23. At the beginning of your petitions the commandment went forth, and I am come to tell you, for you are greatly beloved, therefore consider the matter and understand the vision. What vision? Daniel chapter 9 is likely a more detailed explanation of the vision of Daniel chapter 8. It is Gabriel who comes to instruct Daniel. Daniel 9:21. Yes, while I was speaking in prayer, the man Gabriel, whom I had seen in the vision at the beginning, being caused to fly swiftly, touched me about the time of the evening offering. It is Gabriel who interpreted the vision of chapter 8 for Daniel. The ruler of the people to come, verse 26, most likely ties in with one who would stand against the Prince of Princes. Daniel 9:25. Know therefore and discern that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and to build Jerusalem to the anointed one can be translated Messiah, same as Christ, the Prince shall be 7 weeks and 62 weeks. It shall be built again with street and moat, even in troubled times. Daniel 9:26. After the 62 weeks, the anointed one can also be translated Messiah, same as Christ, shall be cut off and shall have nothing, and the people of the prince who shall come shall destroy the city and the sanctuary, and the end of it shall be with a flood, and even to the end shall be war. Desolations are determined. Rome and its Caesars, who came to fancy themselves a god, would fit as a type. It was Rome that at least proximately crucified Jesus the Christ, the Messiah, and so mercilessly tormented Christians. For those who hold a premillennial view that there will be a future literal kingdom of Christ on earth, there will be a final 7-year period at the very end of the age. That period is often called Daniel's 70th week. It involves the final 7-year period that will culminate in the day of the Lord. In that period, the final man of lawlessness comes to power, of whom there have been many types. The Bible has much to say about the last 3.5 years of that 7-year period. Daniel 9:27. He shall make a firm covenant with many for 1 week, and in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and the offering to cease. And on the wing of abominations shall come one who makes desolate, and even to the full end and determined shall wrath be poured out on the desolate. For those who hold an amillennial view, really all of this was fulfilled around the time of Christ. They would say we are in the millennial reign now, a bit more of a figurative look at things, at least from a premillennial perspective. Now we turn to the Messiah in prophecy study. To continue the study of Daniel chapter 9, see lessons 1 through 4, the Messiah in prophecy. This concludes our study of Daniel chapter 9, lesson 10.